Hello everybody, welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews. Today, as you know by the title of this, we are doing a wine review. Bourbon Barrel Aged Agitator. I'll show it to you. While I'm doing that, do you mind subscribing, please? It's the only thing I ask for. Please subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, I do wines, of course. Every kind of spirit, cordials, beers, candies made of infused with those items. I even do alcohol-free reviews of those items, and I have world famous coffee reviews on Sunday. Anyway, let's get to this. This is exciting. You know, I went down to get this in my cellar. I do actually have a cellar. And first of all, let's look at the bottle. Nice. I like it. I like the shape. And I picked up some other wine. It was, anyway, this is what I went down for. So we're going to do a nice review on this. The thing says, oh, they have one that has a red wax seal, and it is their bourbon, agitator bourbon, aged in wine barrels. This is their wine aged in bourbon barrels. This is their Cabernet Sauvignon. They also have a red wine blend aged in bourbon barrels. Anywho, bourbon barrel aged agitator Cabernet Sauvignon. Fire charred Kentucky bourbon barrels. Batch number 3, 2018, 15.9% ABV. Bourbon barrel ones usually are, because they pull out some of that alcohol out of that barrel. Bold red wine, aged 2. Or in fire charred barrels. Alright, anyway. I'll show you something else on this. I kind of like not only I like the bottle, I like the labeling, I like the whole thing. I just think it's a handsome package, right? And I'm probably going to keep it after it's gone. So, the winemaker on this is Stephen, what is it? Acosta, I think. DeCosta. Stephen DeCosta. And what they write about this in their little write-up is, our wines are grown in Lodi, Lodi, California, which has a classic Mediterranean climate, featuring warm days and cool evenings. Situated 100 miles directly east of San Francisco Bay, at the edge of the San Joaquin and Sacramento River Delta, cool Delta breezes provide the region with a reliable natural air conditioning throughout the growing season. And it is aged for 3 months in bourbon barrels, and that is all I will bore you with on that. We will get into this baby. You will hopefully be subscribing, and I'll be opening this. It's got a pretty cool plastic seal over it that I showed you a minute ago. So we got to dig into that, rip that open. Here we go. And my playlists are unbelievable. This will be under my this will be under my, and I'll have it attached to this playlist, which is wines aged in various liquor barrels. Okay, I have wines that are aged in all kinds of, this is bourbon, but I have them aged in scotch and all kinds of whiskey barrels. And I have a whole playlist. I have so many playlists, something for everybody, great ideas, going to dinner, hosting a dinner, Christmas gifts. You want to know something about wines, liquors, everything. I have it broken down so easy that you can find everything so nice. So check it out, and you will be thoroughly amazed. All right, well, short little cork in there, isn't it? All right, but you know what? It's real. All right, there it is. Not a big deal on the cork there. Let's get to the wine. I don't expect to taste the bourbon. You generally don't. It adds alcohol, which gives you a rich mouthfeel. And it adds a rich flavor that you can tell if you have a cab from the same winemaker, one aged in bourbon barrels and one not, side by side, you can tell. When it's not side by side, you generally can't pick out the bourbon, but it adds a richness and a hidden flavor, sometimes a smokiness, and sometimes it's kind of a coy sweetness, not a coy, but a little bit of sweetness to it that the bourbon imparts. We'll see. It's a high ABV. But I'm not getting any kind of burn on the nose or, you know, getting a real strong alcohol smell, so that's good. It's got some rich, you know, I'm smelling licorice. A lot of dried fruits. Not really the fresh fruits, the dried fruits, which usually means that it's been aged or it's older, but this one is, what, 2018, so definitely not old at all. But yet it's imparting, as opposed to fresh cherries and plums and all that, more of a dried fruit type smell with a little bit of licorice in there, which could change as it opens up, right? I didn't aerate it, I didn't do anything with it. Just a splash of earthiness. I'm trying to pick up some smokiness. And I think I am getting a little bit of smokiness from the barrel. I hope it's not something that's in my head. I do think I smell a little bit of smokiness. So when you combine all those, that's a very nice, rich combination. Let's give it a taste. Very interesting. And this is cellar temperature of my cellar. Downstairs. No refrigeration. Not hot. It's probably a hair warm. Not warm, but... So, but anyway, I'll get full flavors out of it. If it's cool, it'll get too closed up. Not good. You know, I'm getting that licorice. Stronger on the taste than on the smell. Getting a little smokiness, a little bit of that barrel, that char. A little bit of sweetness that it's dry, but that I detect from the bourbon. Because I think bourbon's sweet tasting. It tastes like honey and brown sugar and maple syrup, a lot of times bourbon. And you're getting all that in here. And as far as the fruit goes, which is... It's got the dark dried fruits, and they're muted by the other flavors. So this is not a fruit bomb up forward like typical Cabernet. I guess the barrel really doused it down a little bit. Overall, I like it because I like that mix of flavors. All right, smokiness, the barrel, the licorice type taste, the fruit on the background, a little bit of earthiness in there. It's so it's not bad, really. I'll tell you, after you swallow it, there's a lot of tannin in here. So it really dries out your mouth and puckers it up a little bit, which tells me I should aerate it. This would be good. This will last a while, okay? Because this has tannins and this has high alcohol. Those are two things. There are others, but two things which will make this cellar for a long time. The acid's medium. So it's not balanced with the acid and the tannins. Tannins are higher than the acid, but the tannins are going to soften with time. You can, like I said, you keep this 2018. I'm drinking 2000, just turned 2021. A good 5 years. Or a rough decant, right? Leave it out 20 minutes to an hour. Really let those tannins get some oxidation and then soften up a little bit. Overall, I like it. I like the complexity. I like all the flavors, the combination, and the you know, the way they come off. And so I've been wanting to try this for a while, and I finally got to do it. And I think it's a solid wine. So if you see this anywhere, right? If you see this anywhere, I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. So I'm going to pour another glass. Actually, I'm going to put my aerator in here. I'm going to pour another glass, and I'm going to let it sit out for a bit, And it'll probably be a little different. Probably even be better. Probably a little softer. Those tannins probably a little softer and just add a little roundness to it. So, from Hillbilly Select Reviews, thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my playlists. Check out this playlist because this playlist is cool with all the different wines that have been aged in various liquor barrels. And I will see you on the next one.